How's it going, mates? This is Mrjacharles. We're back with some dramatic music from Clannad. We're also playing Clannad, I thought I'd mention that, but proper dramatic music going on. You know why? Because we're gonna tell our own fortune. We're gonna end up seeing if we're gonna end up with Rio in the end. Something tells me that maybe we won't, but let's see where that goes. Let's see if we can figure out what fucking happens exactly. Rio puts the bottom half of the cards on top and sets the cards up. We'll tell our fortune using a hexagram spread. Okay. Placed in a hexagram, each card stands for the past, present, future, current situation, solution, your conscience. I wonder if they're going to get the conscience right, because that's the one we do know. I mean, you can interpret the past, present, future any way you want. Also, isn't present and current situation... Oh, I suppose maybe current situation is the issue at hand, the thing that's going to be discussed. Alright, whatever. And the result. Yeah. Let's lay them out. One by one, she lays out the tarot cards in front of me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what's the break? Yeah. Finally, the last one, the 7th card, is placed in the center of the hexagram. Okay, well, you could have just said 4, 5, 6. I like counting up to 7. It's a really hard thing to do. Harder than Sudoku, but you know. Nobody in attendance says a word. Could we not get, like, a bit of a visual on the card? That'd make things a little more exciting. No, I have to stare at this girl's fucking face. I've already seen all the expressions, or at least most of them. All of them instead have their eyes fixed on the cards. I can even hear Kyou gulping next to me. The girls who were up until just now making fun of us, Kyou, and even me, everyone is very tense. Rio takes a quiet deep breath and checks the cards one by one. Slowly, she takes her finger off her lips. The first card standing for the past. Everyone's attention focuses on the quiet voice. The reverse death, meaning failure to change. Okay. Right off the bat, we have an ominous feeling card. The second card stands for the present, and it is the reverse. Oh, good. If you guys don't know your tarot cards, reverse is basically normally a bad fortune. I mean, it can be, I think it could be good stuff, but normally you want it to be right side up. Meaning confusion and timidity. Yep. It feels as though something just pierced my heart. Yeah, because this is an actual fortune. The storytellers do want these cards to be important somehow. What she said is painfully on the dot. The third card, which stands for the future, is the reverse, the hangman. Okay. This has the meaning of being egotistic and self-abandonment. Right, well that doesn't sound good. Yeah. As if she has only had bad things to say. Well, that's because they're all reversed. Do you think maybe she just, like, put the cards the wrong way up? If she positioned them, like, just slightly the other way, then, you know, we wouldn't have this issue right now. The stairs around us feel somewhat cold. However, what makes it feel even worse is that none of them are off. The fourth card is the solution to these problems. It's the upright, okay, fine, and upright, sorry. And it stands for assistance and generosity. The fifth card, the circumstances of surroundings your partner. The reverse, the chariot. This means it's rivalry, dilemmas, and failure. Okay. Goes around and start to chatter. All I can do is to stare at the cards. The sixth card, which stands for your subconsciousness and indicates your inner wish, is the reverse, the hermit. It means faithlessness and an unspeakable oh dear. It's the love for your sister. The chatter grows livelier. I notice that Kyou is looking this way. Even though I notice her glance, I keep looking at the cards. The last card, we've had 6 up until now, is sitting in the very center. The Wheel of Fortune. It is in the reverse. Why not? Why don't you just invent a new card that means a fucking safe falls on my head? I got the same result in exactly the same spot last week, I think. If I remember what Rio said correctly, it's upright, meaning is destiny, chances, and new developments. In that case, what does it mean when it's reversed? The 7th card is the result that hints at what will happen. It is the reversed Wheel of Fortune, so bad luck. It stands for disagreements and jumping to conclusions. Well, the disagreements, I can see where that's going, but the jumping to or maybe she's going to think that... Well, I guess she wouldn't think that we're going to sleep with her sister. Maybe she thinks we're going to dump her only because, like, we don't love her. Which is true. I'm wondering what the jumping to conclusion shit means, to be honest. When she finally finishes speaking, everyone is silent. Oh, someone is very serene there. Everyone is enveloped by the somber atmosphere. Tomoya-kun, this is the future these cards will lead you to. Ryo raises her head to look at me. Amidst regret, uneasiness and weakness, you will be able to find your true self. Please remember that you are not alone. You may feel impatient from the conflicts you are facing, but that is also a path in itself. As long as you stay true to your feelings, you should be able to return to the path you strayed from. Which means it'll go well between the two of us, Ryo says with a smile. It's not what the cards were saying there, was it? Almost feel like... Nah, never mind. However, the reaction of the people around us are very sullen. How should we take what she just said now? If we go by just the meaning of the cards, it sounds like a bad omen. Since it sounds bad, the results aren't good, right? But Mrjacharles said in the end that it'll go well. What should I say? Ryo is well aware herself that her fortune's results are off. Nonetheless, she said the results out loud. But are those results she said just now actually right? It's not just the voices around us. If we go by just the meanings of the cards, this definitely cannot be called a good result. Tomoya-kun, what's the matter? I think the cards have told her everything. I mean, admittedly, like, you get a fortune that doesn't actually happen. But maybe it's revealing something that she's kind of suspected for a while now. Nah, nothing. It's just, well, I can't come up with the right words. How should I put this? About the fortune just now, well, it's all okay. Fortunes are just fortunes. How should I take what she said to mean? It will go well between us. Isn't that so, Tomoya-kun? Ryo says, and takes a peek at Kyou. Why would you do that? I can tell that Kyou gulped when that glare landed on her. Is Ryo a bit more assertive when she wants to be? That's what I take this to mean. Oh yeah, Mrjacharles-san, I still have one more fortune I want to tell. Is that okay? Oh yes, of course. That's no fair. I want to ask her to help me next. Hee hee. First come, first served. Once again, a wall of people forms around Ryo. Outside of the commotion, Kyou and I remain quiet. Hey, how should I interpret those results? Nothing to worry about. No. Ryo's fortune is right on the dot this time. That's because you'll be right by her side. Okay, I better get going already. My class is moving to another classroom for 5th period, so I need to get ready. Yeah. Well, see ya. Kyou looks at me with a smile and then quickly walks away in the direction of the school building. My eyes chase after her back. She does not turn back even once and disappears at the building. Ha! I sigh deeper than ever. I know it normally is a sigh, but I like the nervous squeak at the end. All I can do is to look at the wall of people surrounding Ryo until lunch break comes to an end. Good times. Really fucking good times. Well, I expected it to be a bad fortune. But, you know, I'm wondering when the breaking point's gonna be. Those words ring louder and clear inside my head. Those two sentences, said by the two of them. It will go well between us. Ryo's fortune is right on the dot this time. Good. Oh, no shimmering effect this time. It's only a slow fade. I think we're cutting back on the budget here, guys. Shimpai shio. I was trying to say I'm worried in Japanese, but, you know, I think I was well off. And, you know, the yo bit is only to be all intimate and weird and gay. My consciousness is swaying in and out. It spins endlessly inside my head as if it is tormenting me. Isn't that so, Tomoya-kun? That's because you'll be right by her side. I don't like any of this. Whenever I close my eyes, their faces alternately appear and disappear. You know what? I've never seen them together like that. God, it looks like evil twins. It looks like they're about to, like, you know, murder me. Remember those two sisters and monster sweethearts? That's how this feels right now. I mean, I'm gonna eat some giant insect, which I've got a weevil or something, or I'm gonna have my breasts ripped off. With a smile. Embarrassed. Concerned. Good, I got to see them go from happy to sad. No, let's make them angry. Let's let their faces melt off next. Hey, Okazaki? Eh? Oh, thank God, a face I can trust. Where do you think you're going? The classroom's over here. Ah, I take stock of where I am. I'm about 5 steps away from the classroom door. What are you all spaced out for? Sleepwalking? Nah, I was just thinking about something. Which foot about... Right on the dot. This is why I like Tsunohara. God, I'm looking forward to doing this playthrough, except... Oh, I've got to take a break after the Kyou route. I mean, it won't feel like a break for you guys, but I'm going to have to wait a whole entire year to get back to this. I'm going to hate that. And an explosion of white fills my head. Did he flash grenade my brain like it was Call of Duty? Instinctively, I open my eyes wide and look at Tsunohara. Whoa, what's with that scary look? Sorry. Seems it's bothering you quite a bit. Well, it's not like I don't understand. Tsunohara looks at me with a squint and sighs. I wonder what he thinks of me now. He probably thinks I'm a miserable moron who does nothing but mope around. Want to ditch the next class? Huh? Just come with me. After all this time, ditching a period isn't a problem now, is it? No, because we know we can reverse the clock. And even then, we're probably still... Even with time travel, we couldn't get an A grade. We'll call it an early lunch break. Hey, Tsunohara? Ding dong. Oh, that's the bell. Yeah, it seems like it. So we spent time with Tsunohara, and we didn't even get to know what happened. Doesn't it feel like it's been a long time since we ditched class like this? Yes, actually, and I was kind of looking forward to having a period with you. Maybe I'm still going to have something like that. That's because sleeping in class still counts toward attendance. Yeah. So? Think you can deal with it by yourself? Well, of course, they're not just sisters, they're twins. If they were not related at all, it might have been pretty easy. Hey. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? You mean if I am in your situation? Isn't that easy? Get it on with both of them. Bravo! Bravo, Tsunohara. What a player in the club. Go to the casino, bet your house on 3 red. I think it's red. And then lose your house. Lose it because you're an idiot. Briskly raises his thumb and says with a smile. Okay, cool. That was a really scary smile. Think you mind if I beat the hell out of you until you can't move? I'm sorry. That was just a joke. To be serious, well, yeah. It's best that you look for the way that will hurt them the least, no? That's the hard part, isn't it? Really? I think it's pretty simple. How is this simple? With that thought, I raised my voice. I know this may be of no concern to you, but this is easier said than done. Yeah, I could believe that. Okazaki? I know that I'm in the wrong here, but it's the truth that I wanted to be together with Ryo. But I finally noticed how I really feel. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know anymore. For a while, I simply looked at the ground after getting it all off my chest. With every single breath I take, the blood that has boiled up to my head drops back down. Sorry. I shouldn't have taken it out on you. Nah, I don't really mind. Tsunohara returns to his usual tone. God, I love this guy. Well, relationship problems are difficult. Yeah. And they're a pain. Yeah. Honestly, they're such a drag. Yeah, you're right. I close my eyes and gulp. My head clears as I take deep breaths to ease my feelings. If it's come down to this, I might as well keep my distance from the two of them. But you know, if you're thinking about keeping a distance with the two of them, then you're truly a loser. Ah, well, looks like someone's got some Xavier powers. I dropped my head, which was hanging down, upward to look at Tsunohara. For a moment, I wondered if he could read my mind. Well, that's what I was thinking. Wouldn't be surprising if he was an alien. Didn't you suggest once he was a bacteria? Because he's so strange? Say, don't tell me you think you can get out of this one clean. I choke a little on those words. Also, I think there's one other thing you're mistaken about. What is it? Right now, no matter what you do, you're going to hurt one of them. Well, that... Didn't I just tell you that it's best if you look for a way that hurts them the least? Right now, whatever you do, you can't avoid hurting at least one of them. Just so you know, there's no way you can get out of this one completely clean because of that. I know that. Of course I know that. That I will have to hurt either one of them. I also know who that either one of them is. Well, I know, because you're going to have to hurt Ryo. And then end up with Kyou. And then, who knows? And that it'll definitely hurt the other one too. Well, yeah. But The longer it takes for you to come up with an answer, the deeper the wound will become. Yeah. By the way, mind if I say just one thing? You have the luxury of having this problem! I already know how I truly feel. What I lack is the courage to take that step forward. It's exactly as Sunahara said. I was hoping that this would all come to an end with myself staying clean. I don't want to make them cry. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want things to stay like this. They are all, well, you don't really because you're suffering through all this nightmare. They are all fallacies and excuses for how I feel when I face Rio and for myself. Those feelings are no lies. However, it's just for saving myself in the end. Now that it has come to this, there is no way this will end without hurting anyone, including me. Instead, I was choosing to ignore everything to save myself. Cool. More Windows XP PowerPoint presentation effects. First card standing for the past. The reversed death means failure to change. At Kyou's prompting, I went to the courtyard where Rio was waiting. There, she confessed to me, and I accepted. Although I did not possess the emotion love, we began our relationship. The second card stands for the present. Oh, you're explaining it. I wasn't listening. Okay, we'll keep going. I can just watch this shit again. Okay. Meaning confusion and timidity. Yesterday, she said those words while Kyou was right next to me. My feelings wavered, and I was indecisive and hesitant. The third card, which stands for the future, is the reversed hangman. This has the meaning of being egotistic and self-abandonment. The future. What will I do from now on? That's right, even though I accepted Rio, I've kept going after Kyou. If this isn't egotistic, then what is? The fourth card is a solution to these problems. It's the upright, the Hierophant, and it stands for assistance and generosity. The problem I'm facing is who to choose in the end. Does that mean that there is something that will help me to arrive at the solution? If that is the case, then what Sunahara said earlier is that the assistance meant to help me to make a decision? Oh, is that the assistance? Yeah, probably. The fifth card, the circumstances of your surroundings and your partner. The reverse, the chariot, is meaning as rivalry, dilemmas, and failure. The circumstances of my surroundings and my partner, in other words, that of Rio. Ironically enough, that rival is her older twin sister. The sixth card, which stands for your subconsciousness and indicates your wish, is the reverse, the hermit. It means faithlessness and an unspeakable love. Feelings that I cannot tell anyone that have been building up inside me. There's no way I could have told anyone. It's the person who paired me up together with Rio, her sister. Bear in mind, you did kind of tell Sunahara, but I'll let that slide. Her twin sister. The seventh card is the result that hints at what will happen. It's the reversed Wheel of Fortune. It stands for disagreements and jumping to conclusions. Finally, the result, the fate that awaits me. Disagreements and jumping to conclusions. This likely means I'll get to experience all this from now on. Tomoya-kun, this is the future that these cards will lead you to. Amidst regret, uneasiness, and weakness, you'll be able to find your true self. Please remember that you are not alone. You may feel impatient from the conflicts you are facing, but that is also a path in itself. As long as you stay true to your feelings, you should be able to return to the path you strayed from. Rio, everything about your fortune, everything that Tara hinted at, is all exactly right. Not a single thing turned out to be wrong. Then why? It'll go well between the two of us! Is that perhaps not from the results of the fortune, but a plea of your own? Does it mean you knew that my feelings are wavering? I think so. And I think that's a good place to end the episode now that the tarot cards thing is all over with. I didn't know we were going to get a flashback like that, to be honest, explaining each card bit by bit. It was fascinating to me. I loved learning that shit. I want to be able to do that one day. I won't be able to write about that, but that's for another day. Anyway, if you want to play the game for yourself and see what happens, see if the breakup is actually going to finally happen, then we link the game in the description down below. Without further ado, the VSCode chance this time. See ya!